story that I always share at the beginning of all of my talks and lectures. It's a very light story, but it actually gives a general idea of the meaning of communication. There's an old couple that wanted to go camping, and it was very important for the old lady to make sure the toilets are good. You know, they're at the right place, they're not too far, they're clean, etc. So she wanted to write a letter to the camp owner asking about the toilets. She's an elegant old lady, so she didn't know how to write the word toilet in the letter. You know, she didn't want to write that. She wanted to be so elegant. So she was thinking back in, you know, the old generation terms, and they used bathroom commode. So she didn't even come to write bathroom commode in her letter. Instead, she wrote B.C. And the camp owner received the letter, was like, what is BC? And she kept asking around, what does this mean? What could BC mean? And then came to the conclusion that BC means Baptist Church. So he replied back to her letter. Dear Madam, I regret very much the delay in answering your letter. But I now take pleasure in informing you that the BC is located 9 miles north of the campsite and is capable of seating 250 people at one time. I admit it is quite a distance away if you are in the habit of going regularly, but no doubt you will be pleased to know that a great number of people take their lunch and eat it there and make a great day of it. They usually arrive early and stay late. The last time my wife and I went was 6 years ago, and it was so crowded we had to stand up the whole time we were there. It may interest you to know that right now there is a dinner plan to raise money to buy more seats. They plan to hold the dinner in the middle of the BC, so everyone can watch and talk about this great event. I would like to say it pains me very much not to be able to go to the BC more regularly, but it is surely not of lack of desire on my part. As we grow older, it seems to be more and more of an effort, particularly in cold weather. If you decide to come down to the campground, perhaps I could go with you the first time you go, sit with you and introduce you to all the other folks. This really is a very friendly community.
Wow.
So, you know, he assumed what BC meant, and this is how he replied. So this is a very light story, but it symbolizes basically the meaning of communication. And it's not just receiving and giving of messages. The meaning of communication, when I learned it in university, when I majored in it, the way we learned it is the process of negotiating the meaning.